Hello my beautiful pretties, welcome back to another fantastic video. My welcome back. So, we got our rolls back from the Canon 650 rolls, which is nice. Here's the Canon 650, which is pretty nice. We just got them back, photos that we took most of the Kodak Gold, sorry. So the first one that we're going to go for, which you see in the title of this video, but of course we're going to go in order when we shot it, is the Bridlington rolls, or the Bridlington roll, shot with the nifty 50mm, testing this out in not so long. We tested this out twice, and then we switched to the 75-300 at the end to get some more reach. So yeah, both great lenses. You can definitely tell the difference between the two. Anyway, we're going to switch over to taking a look at the photos. Right, so let's take a look at the photos. Going by Kodak Gold, going the Canon 650, and here they all are. Three rolls that we, well, actually, the three rolls that we shot. The fifth will be coming out when we shoot it in, when we're away at the Park Dean, Cameron Park. We shoot some of them, well, when we have good weather. So let's go into Bridlington. So here's all our Bridlington shots. Let's go for the first one. So here's the first photo. The fact that this came out fantastic. Originally we were like, hang on a minute. It was cloudy when we turned up, and it was cold, it was windy, and we were like, oh god, this is a terrible time to put 200 ISO in. I didn't realise it was going to come out. This is Perseverance 2. Got the Superman logo right there, which you can see. This is why I took the photo. Brilliant shot. So this is way before when we shot the one on the Pentax MZ in cloudy weather. I actually asked that to get pushed to bring more contrast out of it, and this one wasn't pushed, and it still came out alright. And you got the bolts, so that's nice. Technically these two, I was like talking on them going, these weren't going to come out, were they? So just that, but glad they got repaired. Glad they did come out alright. I prefer this one. This one not so great because of this car in the way, which is unfortunate. It was in a car park. This is where they were built, destroying the routes. Here's the main street of Bridlington. Again, just taking pictures willy-nilly all the way around because I don't want to waste this roll of film trying to run through it, because we did have another roll for the Pentax MZ which didn't do so well. So glad these come out, and also the sun came out. And yeah, we keep walking. And here's the Perseverance the second time around, because I thought, well, that's going to be a much better shot. As because I thought the second two weren't going to come out great. So I took the ship again at much higher ground, and it looks slightly bit better. Well, it looks much better. And the car's been moved. And here's the other bolt. It's the dockyard. And that's the end of the roll over here by the fishnets. And then of course you've got a statue looking at all the ships. And looking at the ships, so I wanted to get it so the ships were blurry in the background. He was in clear. And then one with the ships clear and him blurry. That's why that looks like that. Then you've got the beach, going into the pier, the harbour cafe, and then you've got going on to the beach. That one was just a weird angle, so I took one better. And then you've got the harbour, going into the harbour. And then you've got the building with my mum and dad there. Then this is where we switch to the 75-300, I believe. And I don't know if it's there we switch. Or just there. Can't remember now. Then you've got the harbour again. With the pirate ship that we keep seeing. Unfortunately, couldn't get it with the 75-300 because we couldn't switch over quick enough to go grab it. So another shot of the harbour, the beach, some seagulls, and of course the harbour again, and then got the ramp going in onto the beach, which looks like a better composition. And then the boo bus. My mum there. I thought that was funny to take a picture of, so I did. That probably made my the film lab laugh. And then we've got some bolts here and the harbour to finish the roll. And the fishnets. And that's the end of that roll, which is quite cool. And yeah, so what we're going to do is change the lens information. Okay, done. We're going to change the lens information, which ain't too bad. So let's do this. The only issue now, what we're going to have is it's going to be slow. This is what the issue was with the other pictures that we were doing. It's just a very slow process. Okay. The fact they're not in order too. Damn it. Let's do the main lot. okay. Got it repaired. Got it sorted. Now it's just gonna run through it with the actual camera information. So I decided to leave it at f-stop 10. I'm 100% sure that's probably what it was. Right, so we finally switched all the lens information. Of course, you can see the 75-300. I put it at 75, even though some of them is much closer than that. That picture that we lost. Oh, it's not too bad. 32 pictures, nice. So we are in. Got some of these pictures in here, which is kind of cool. Even though some of them don't, I think, well, even though technically this probably was 300mm, I don't remember, so it's saying at this aperture. I know I definitely did shoot it 1/25th of a second. Is that a correct aperture? I probably should have done 1/25th. Oh, 2/25th. Which is the same speed as what the film is. But we would have probably hit some of the motion blur from me moving, which I think you can see some of it. So you don't have to crop. We can just hit auto, and it should automatically. That's not the kind of look I like. It's a bit of motion blur in some of my images. I'm not always perfect. So effects, do noise. We can't do that. Grain, we don't need any more grain. So we're going to automatic doing that. Nice. And auto correct everything. I don't really usually edit my film photos. I usually leave it how it is. But they deserve to have a little bit more colour. Because when the film lab scans, it's always bland, so I do add a bit of colour. Now for this shot, because it was cloudy when this one was taken, because we got auto on, it will automatically make the images much better. I don't mind a bit of motion blur in my images. So this shot, a brilliant shot. Are these erased of Kodak Gold? Let me know in the comments. Or are they decent? Because technically you should probably shoot at the same speed as your film. And also you can see my dad and you can see Mick and you can see my cut my brother and all of that in the background there, so you definitely left me behind. So yeah, that is it for this roll of film. Are they decent? Kinda. We do have a lot of motion blur though, which is unfortunate. But yeah. get fixed in post. Yes, we've got a bit of motion blur in the images, and yes, not 100% fantastic, but they're good. I like them. These were shot with 1/25th, but the camera can do the same speed as the film. Maybe I'll do that while I'm holding for the 5th roll to see what that's like. Instead of shooting at 1/25th, with the 300, the 70-300, but you will see this after I come back from the holiday, so there's that. But this will be already been shot, so when I'm on holiday I will shoot 2/25th of a second. But these shots still decent. They're not 100% bad at all. I like them. So that is it.
Yeah, this is the 15th of June. Sunday. I should be back on holiday now. So, of course, next Friday, you'll see the rules what that we shot in Holland, all the photos from there, and it's photos. Of course, I've been wearing them. Well, I'll be wearing the same shirts for the next 3 videos. But of course, we don't have what's going on July and August. Definitely certain stone of what would be sent off and what would be coming back. We don't have a thing what the rules will be that was sent off. But of course, today, Sunday the 15th, you will see this is for this video on the future. So the 20th, Friday the 20th, you will see the full shots, and the 21st, Saturday the 21st, you will see the final roll, well, the 4th roll, final roll, 4th roll that we did in metal. And that is all of the Kodak Gold videos that we shot for. And 22nd, Sunday the 22nd, will be archiving the original Wolfen negatives for the Pentax MZ. And on the 27th of June, which is Friday after, you will see a negative the Canon 650 being put in the folder, which being already shot and edited. And then the 28th, the 29th, we 100% sure exactly what will be going on then. It could all be switched around. Because originally we've got set that wouldn't be archiving the negatives for these rolls of film that you just saw. But the turnaround time and all the land of the so visibility that we may end up having the both going that target. Each push happening back. The 28th of June, the 29th of June. I think it was supposed. So it could all be changed. Positive be the negatives, the positive be the vlog. You know what I'm saying? For the holiday time. For me. By the time you're watching this, I'll be back. Anyway. So, this was shot on the 15mm. Technically, this is what we were trying to test to see if it looks like. Brilliant. Really shabbat. Definitely what we were using in the wall. Of course, I should have probably shot this model at 250, didn't you? And then we switched over to the 75-300. So these are the two lenses that we used for this vlog. Built. The both brilliant lenses. And yeah. The shots in colour was the 35-5. It's the next roll coming up. Anyway, that is chicken doing a bit of you think that? So that's what's coming up for the next couple of videos. So I'm going to end today's video. Check out the rest of this video because of all the photos that you saw earlier. And then see you all next Monday. So, if I can pause watching it, I'll see you all.
Come on,